everyone, going to do a nice little bronzy makeup today. I'm going to start, got a nice little bit of prep. I used Amanda Harrington's primer on my skin, and what did I use? A little bit of CeraVe. CeraVe is a really beautiful, gentle, very inexpensive moisturiser. It's from the States, designed by a dermatologist, got nothing in it to irritate your skin at all, and I'm using tretinoin on my skin at the moment, so I don't want to have anything, any perfumes or alcohols that's going to irritate my skin. So that's all I've got on my face so far. Nice and quick and simple, going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Healthy Glow. This is a unisex product, and very much like the Wasso product that I love to use, it comes out clear, and then it's lovely, and then on connection with your skin, it changes into this lovely, soft cream tan shade. Not too orange, not too red, really hydrating, super lightweight. Take it all the way down onto my neck. Don't know whether this has got SPF in actually. Should do really, shouldn't it? All year round hydrating summer tint moisturiser. I don't believe it does. Anyway, we all use SPF, don't we? After our moisturisers or just within our moisturiser. Right, with the tan, because I am taking my base darker than it naturally is, take a dry foundation brush, put it on with your fingers so you get a nice dollop of product, no wastage, and then take the dry brush and buff it through so that there's no telltale signs. A little bit over the ears too always helps. It's very, very sheer. Now when you're doing like a bronzy look, it's really important to make sure that it's not just tanned, and that you're not just changing that colour, you've still got to keep the structure in. So I'm going to go in with my much loved and used serum concealer by Trini, and this is the shade Izzy, and I really love the formula. There's obviously lots of different shades. It's lovely and hydrating, and it doesn't emphasise my fine lines. But what I'm trying to do here is just to really lighten up my orbital area so that the tan looks natural, just as if I was wearing sunglasses. I'm sure you've seen my earlier film about wearing sunglasses or visualising wearing sunglasses. This is Trintron, and the area around my nose, I used to swim a lot when I was younger. I think I was always, so the skin around my nose is always a little bit sensitive, but from my laser, which I was thrilled to bits with, I don't have so many thread veins around that area, so it's better than it used to be. Just a little bit of coverage on my chin, just the areas that I need a little bit more extra coverage, but just a dappling, literally just with my finger, nothing too much. About my laser, I've asked for a before and after picture which I had taken, but they haven't sent it to me, so I'm sort of giving up on that. I do apologise. What I would say about laser is it's incredible, it is worth it. I did have in my head that I would have supermodel skin. I don't, but it's definitely increased and beautified the texture of my skin. It's finer, I don't have as much redness, my whole skin is calmer, my pigmentation has decreased by at least 50–60%. I'm really fastidious now with my SPF 50 on my face all the time, so I don't want to go back there. It's like my skin's gone through a beautiful hot wash. I will definitely have it again, probably like October, November time, just to give it a real kind of clarity again. I had 5 treatments and they were brilliant. You can keep on having it, but I'm not ever sure that you will have perfect skin. And if you were to do it, it would cost you an absolute arm and a leg. But you know, real boosters, laser boosters, because there's so many different types of lasers, and the specialists that you go and see will identify which lasers will work for you, whether it's like tightening up around your lip, or pigmentation, which is IPL, or the Nd:YAG, which improves the actual texture of your skin all over. Your specialist will inform you about that. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed those videos anyway. I think Debbie's incredible. But yes, no before and after, I'm afraid. Right, this dries to a sort of semi-matte finish. So I'm not going to use any powder on my skin because I want to keep it as light as possible. When it's hot, you don't want to have too much on your skin. If you have oily skin, maybe just blot it down or just apply tissue over your skin first. I don't like metallic bronzers, I only like matte ones. I just don't like big sparkly faces, or little sparkly faces. This is a Guerlain matte bronzer. I've used these for years in my kit. They come in about 4 or 5 different tones, and I just particularly love these ones. Body Shop also do really nice matte ones. Now, nice big brush gives a very soft application of colour, so you're not going to get that big horrid stain on your complexion where you then go, oh no, and you have to rub it off with your fingers, and then you move the base and you think, why on earth did I even bother? Across your nose, all those lovely areas that the sun catches. So just don't colour in your whole face, because that will just make you look a different colour rather than giving you that sort of sun-kissed look. So be mindful of the orbital area, the T-zone area facing, just keeping that a bit lighter. So bronzer on its own obviously kind of gives a real lift to our face and our skin and really helps to, you know, create a lovely shape. I can see it's much lighter now around my eyes. But I like to always pop my bronzer. I'm going to be using Cha-Cha, another one of Trini's products. And it's a lovely pinky coral. Now, pinky corals are the best shades to really lift and elevate a tan, just to kind of bring up those natural colours, because, you know, when it's warm, we do have shades of warmth in our skin as well, because obviously our temperature is hot. So it's just nice to kind of emulate what naturally happens in your complexion, and therefore looking just a little bit more softer and more natural. Let's do a little bit of brow using Max Factor Dark Blonde. Actually, no, I'll tell a lie. Max Factor Brown 20. I've been using the Rapid Brow. I've been a little bit more diligent with it, and I have to say the hair growth is getting better at this tail. It's definitely getting thicker, so I'm going to persevere. I just didn't want my existing brows just to get really long and sort of political. Do you know what I mean? Those politicians and their sort of eyebrow and nose hair. Well, obviously not Trump, but in the UK. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent now. I just didn't want them to be long and kind of crazy, but it actually is filling in that part of my brow better than it was, because it was getting very thin. Okay, so they look fine. Right, a lovely simple wash I'm going to put on my eye first, and this is a new collection by Bobbi Brown. They're called High Shine Liquid Eyeshadows, and you know how much I love a liquid eyeshadow. This one is called Rose Petal. No, Molten Petal. And it's a slightly pinky shade. Oh, cooling on application. Lovely kind of reflective finish. So really nice for a holiday, you know, if you're getting ready, and sometimes you can put all your after suns on, can't you? And then you get a little bit hot if you haven't got air conditioning, and oh, everything starts to sweat off. It'd be quite nice to put this on of an evening. And that's really, oh look, and the sun's come out too. Oh, and there's a fly in here. Oh God, I'm not very professional, am I? I do apologise. So that's a lovely, lovely sheer finish. I'm going to pop a little bit just in my tear duct there, because that always adds a little bit of brightness. Now, Nails Inc has got a makeup brand called Incredible Cosmetics, which is new to me. I did a job with them the other day and discovered this. Look at this, it's such a beautiful gold pigment. It's a real yellow gold as well. I'm going to use it with my finger, and the reason why is because I'm just going to pat it. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Just going to pat it on the outer edge of my eye and blend it in. That makes it easier applying it. Oh, it's so pretty. Makes it easier applying it to a sort of damp base. You might find that if you applied this to a lovely perfected lid that had a little bit of primer and powder on, that it might tumble a little bit. But because my lid is slightly damp, oh, that's so pretty. It sticks on beautifully, to put it eloquently. I love that. I'll tell you what I am going to do though, just to make sure that it's not sort of overhanging on my eyes. I mean, if you were like, you know, or I say if you've got really big open eyes, I'm going to say if you were young, but I don't want to say things like that. But if your eyes were more open, you wouldn't necessarily need to do this, but I just need to reinforce a little bit of structure in my eye. So I'm going to just use one of my MAC mats with a tip. There we are, just to push that back really subtly. So I'm just hardly doing anything, and I'm sort of just pushing it. You see how thin that brush is? This is a Zoeva one from the Screen Queen collection. It's a 226 smudger, and that just makes sure that my eye doesn't look too compact. This is my new favourite look. I love it. Just refreshingly different, isn't it? It's just nice to have. I love all these metallics and then making them so wearable now. And it just makes makeup fun, right? And just a little bit of sparkle, just a little bit of shimmer as you move your lids. It's really, really playful. Now I'm just going to push that back. So you don't necessarily have to do that look. So you don't necessarily have to put the socket in, but for me, just because my eyes can look a bit crumpled, I need to open them out. So with a nice soft tan look, definitely. Well, do you know what? I'm going to use my Hourglass. I'm using my Max Factor Masterpiece, which is in my makeup bag, but I want thicker lashes, so I'm going to use my fave. My fave for full lashes. Like I'll use my Masterpiece for kind of like day to day and like, you know, chuck on a quick lash, but if I want more emphasis on my lash, or I want a real long wear lash, like if I'm presenting all day or I'm doing something where I want my look to really, really last, I'll use the Hourglass. And the only reason is I don't use the Hourglass every day. It's not as easy to get off. And sometimes you just want to wash your face, get your skincare down and then think of something else. So again, nice thin brush this. The thinner the wand, the easier it is to apply your mascara without it going on your lid. If you find that you always get mascara on your lid, it's because the brush is too big. So if you're using those big volumizing brushes, that's when you're going to get, most likely, a blob of mascara on your lid. Maybe it's never occurred to you before. You're like, oh, it's because it's so big. Now look, I'm doing this real time. I'm not going to make this shorter in the edit, just to really show you that it does take, you know, 2 or 3 coats to really get a good finish to your lash. Because I know some of my friends and colleagues, not colleagues, because obviously they're sort of mostly beauty know-it-alls, my girlfriends outside the business will literally chuck on 1 layer of mascara and go, well, that's, you know, it's just not good enough. I'm like, life ain't that easy, honey. Got to work a bit harder at it. Good. Now I feel that my eyes have got that lovely shimmer to them that makes me happy, and they're defined. Most importantly, they're defined. Right, so for lip, now am I going to keep this like this, or shall I do a little bit of, I'll do a touch of highlight. So I'll use my Pro Glow strobing drops. Now this shade is called Illuminati. I like this because it's like a pale gold. It's not too yellowy. If I was going to go for something quite yellowy with the gold on my eye, it really wouldn't look that great. I do like to have creams when I put a highlight on, but this blends really well. The thing is with liquids, unless you know what you're doing, sometimes you can spread the highlight too far. You end up with a very glittery face or very sheeny face, which can actually just translate as just looking a bit oily. So be careful when you're using the liquids. Sometimes creams are easier if you're a bit haphazard. But this is a nice one from Beauty Pie. And just a little bit on my nose. And I just like it because against the warmth of my tan, it's brighter, it's not too muddy. And that's sort of what you've got to look for. And I reckon we should do a glossy lip. Now, I haven't introduced you to these beauties, Hourglass being my loveliest brands. They sent me 16 beautiful shades of their luxury lip gloss. This one is called Unreal. Just think Jennifer Lopez lips, okay? It's so nice. I'm careful when I use lip gloss. I really enjoy it. But I do worry that it moves, so I don't put a lip liner on because I don't want to create too much product on my lips. So if I was to put like a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk on, it would then sort of mix together with the lip gloss and I'd worry about it moving. So I prefer to sort of bounce on the colour, which I'll show you. It's a really beautiful colour. I'll just get on with it, shall I? It's got the sign of approval, hasn't it? Because I'm making those noises. You know, if I'm making a noise, that it gets that seal of approval. So a lip gloss that has really, really beautiful, soft, creamy texture, but has decent payoff. Like there are some brands that have, you know, 10 plus shades in a lip gloss, and then you put them on, you think, oh, the lightest one's the same as the dark one. Once you put them on your lips, it kind of goes to nothing, whereas these are really gorgeous. And so they should be. They're expensive. It's definitely a luxury lip gloss. I love the flat doe foot as well, because it just increases the surface area, gets the job done quickly. A really beautiful colour for any skin tone, any hair colour. That's unreal. Yep, name check that. Okay, great. Well, I'm happy with the look. I hope my little sparkly eyes have inspired you. And if you've got some gold eyeshadows at home, just tip your brush maybe into a little bit of, or a face wipe, just dampen it slightly, don't make the brush really soggy, and then you can tap it on and it will kind of increase the gold in the eye. But yes, I hope you really enjoyed it, and it's a nice way to amplify your summer tan, and I'll see you very soon. Looking forward to seeing what you think or reading what you think below. Take care for now, guys. Bye.